What do you know about their defense? What's the places where they're going to challenge you the most?
They send a lot at you, especially on the nickel downs. So that'll be the biggest thing for us. They've got decent players at the on the ends, and then 91's a pretty good player too. So I know they lost a few guys from last year, but I mean it looks like they didn't lose anything.
It's like be a road team, night game, big atmosphere. Do you guys feed off like negative energy? Is it fun to kind of go into those environments?
I know I do. Just whenever you go somewhere on the road and it starts out and it's so loud, and then you score that first touchdown, and it kind of just you shut the whole place down. I think that's an awesome feeling. So I have fun playing on the road, and I think most of the guys on this team will tell you they embrace it.
Do you feel like it's been the difference in the play of the offensive line the last couple of weeks that's been better? Coach Forbes was just saying he feels like you guys have taken a lot of strides.
Just fundamentals and assignments, just fundamentally sound and really no mental errors. Very few at least. The guys are assigned and guys are playing fundamentally sound, and whenever you have that in the offensive line, it's easy to play well.
Obviously, Malik jumped in and didn't make his debut on week 8, but he did it till week 8, but did it on offense. Are there guys on defense that you notice, true freshmen, who are maybe more engaged this late in the year because of that redshirt role, and they know that Coach Narduzzi can still use me for a few games if he wants? Because obviously they didn't have that when you were a freshman, and even the last few years.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the reason or what it is, but I do know that this is the best scout team group that we've had since I've been here, and I never really thought about whether or not that was the reason. But I mean, those guys come out every single week and they're unbelievable. I can't say enough about them. It could be because they're playing for those 4 games. I don't know, but whatever it is keeping them fired up. I hope it keeps them going because they're playing awesome.
Because that bodes well for the future of the defense here long after Alex Buxer's gone. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Pitt got 3 votes in the coaches poll, 3 voting points in the coaches poll this week. Did you know that, and does it matter to you?
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that?
I don't know.
So some coaches are out there recognizing
They're
you
voting
guys.
for us. Thanks. Whoever voted for us. Appreciate it.
They tell you don't care?
No.
It's like your coach isn't.
If we do what we're supposed to do, that'll take care of itself.
Kind of curious about a random topic. When you guys go on road trips, how does it work who you room with? Is it like training camp where Narduzzi picks them, or do you kind of have your guy that you've been with the last 5 years?
Well, I was with O'Neal up until when he left, but usually they put some combination of position players. So me and Brian were next to each other on the line, so we
Work together.
Yeah, and then since he left, I'm with Steph. I think Herndon is with Dentino, so they put tackles with tackles, guards with guards. I don't know why they do it that way. Probably just because they think we're get along the best. But
so you get the same guy every week, pretty much, and you don't ever get sick of anyone?
No, me and Steph have a pretty good relationship. Whenever it's time to shut it down, we shut it down. We don't have any issues with the TV or anything like that. So it's a nice little relationship.
Talk strategy?
We have so many meetings on Friday nights and really Saturday mornings that once you get back into the room, you kind of keep it off football. You might look in your book for a few minutes just to re-up on whatever you might have a question in your head that you want to make sure you answer. But when we get back up to the room, it's really just you don't want to constantly be thinking about it.
Talking about Brian, have you been able to kind of keep tabs on what he's been doing?
Yeah, I talked to him the other day. He's doing really well. It's awesome to see how he's playing and how much success he's having. That's my guy. It's awesome to see him.
We had talked a little bit earlier about George Aston. Is he still a guy on the team who, even though he's like not necessarily the tallest guy, is he still someone who, like, if you ask guys on the team, like, player you would at least want to fight? Is he still kind of is he still pretty high up there?
He's number one. He's number one. At least for me. I don't know. Can't think of a scenario where I would want to fight George. But that's just me.